Welcome back, Tarot fam. On this super reading day, we're covering Zelensky, Trump, Putin, all things Ukraine, because things are heating up in the discussions about what's going on in that part of the world. So thank you so much for showing up. I'm Annabelle. I'm a tarot practitioner for over 35 years. I am fresh off the flu. I got Gregopedia on my right, playing war games over there, and we are going to talk. This is my second video in this series on what's going on in the Ukraine. And what spurned this was Trump has been in discussions with Putin's people. They had a summit in Saudi Arabia where they were discussing possible peace deal between Russia and Ukraine over the kerfuffle that's been going on for some time. Zelensky is taking umbrage with the entire situation because he is calling Trump a disinformationist. He does not want to abide by anything that is decided between Trump, the United States, and Russia. He's saying that it is something that he cannot trust. Trump is also saying that Zelensky has a 4% approval rating, when in reality, according to this one article I saw, 57% of Ukrainians said they trust him in a February poll. However, they're not having elections because of the war, and that makes everybody kind of question the validity of any polls that they may be taking. So, apparently it's been lengthy and productive, but Zelensky said that the Ukraine knew nothing about the meeting between Putin and Trump, and said that his country will not accept a peace deal that's brokered without their participation. So Trump is also saying that Zelensky wants to keep the money train going. So we already looked at Zelensky and what he's doing. Let's take a look at Trump and what Trump wants. What does Trump want? What does Trump need? No? Let's bring up that card view, guys. I hope you're having a great day. And I want to remind everybody my schedule is going to be wide open for Saturday. I got to make up for lost time. I moved all of my rescheduled appointments around. I got most of them done. And now it's your turn to jump in and get a reading and help this tarot reader make up for lost wages. So, first thing we're going to look at, what is Trump standing right now? We're going to get two cards on this, and we're using the Crowley Thoth Tarot just because it's a bit more of a serious deck, has a little bit more of a punch to it rather than the Tarot of the Divine. Don't worry, I'm going to have other readings with the Tarot of the Divine popping up. So we've got Virtue, the Three of Wands. This is a very cooperative card here. This is a card that says, I want to keep things even. You can see the beautiful imagery here from Lady Frida Harris. This is gorgeous, gorgeous paintings that she did when Aleister Crowley commissioned her for the deck. But this is even-handedness. This is everyone has a fair shake. Everyone has a fair even hand in the equation. And what's crossing us here is devastation, oppression, and ruin. We have here. Ruin is not one of the keywords for this particular Crowley card, but this gets us into a stalemate situation where war is eternal. So Trump is trying to prevent this. We have him working as the broker of peace here, trying to give everyone an even slice of the Ukraine pizza pie. So here, what's holding Ukrainian pizza? What's holding us back here is not moving forward with this. We're going to wind up in ruin, stalemate. We're going to continue. So let's look at our next 3 quarters. So we know what's going on right now. We're going to skip right to the second quarter, which is April, May, June. Well, you know what? Let's take a look at right now. We'll just pull a few cards on that. Ace of Swords. These are bright new ideas. 7 of Wands, full of valor. I like that we've got all these wands. I also like that we have this sword here, because the sword is intelligence. The sword is bringing great wisdom. Whenever you see a crown in the tarot, I want you to think of great wisdom, enlightenment, connection with the divine, having higher thinking. This is really a good symbol for you guys to latch onto. Let me grab some of my Yorkshire gold tea. Still drinking that sucker black. That's one of my takeaways from the flu, is that I now drink my tea black. So And I love that there's valor here. Valor, we do have even-handedness, but we also have a very strengthy, wiggly kind of rod in there. So this is all good stuff that we're looking at. What can we look forward to? This is where Trump is at right now. Now, we did make a comment about he's not going to have a country left. So let's see what he meant by that. Death. I think Trump is now seeing, and this is one of the greatest death cards in any tarot deck ever. Ladies and gentlemen, look at that sweetness, right? So when we get the death card in tarot, we always want to consider that that is unstoppable change. So there is something in Trump's agenda, or not agenda, something in his analysis of what's going on in Ukraine that is unsustainable. He sees a devastating end for Zelensky and Ukraine. Unfortunately, that's, if he's saying he's not going to have a country left, I think he knows something about it. The money tap has been turned off from the United States, and he is now hat in hand to other countries. Keir Starmer has already offered to send troops. Doesn't seem like the populace of the United Kingdom is real keen on that. My friend Trevor Colt made mention of that. That doesn't seem like it's a good idea that we start sending people, or that the United Kingdom starts sending people over. So there's definitely a hard stop here. Evidence for Trump is that it's not going to be a sustainable thing. At the next quarter, April, May, June, we're going to pull 3 cards for this. So we've got debauchery. That card keeps coming up here, kids. Debauchery, Princess of Wands, and the Sun. So we're going to see the debauchery and the machinations, because the Princess of Wands really is about ideas. She's about ideas and making things happen, being dreamy, saying, what if we did this? What if we did this? Debauchery, trying to make things happen, make fetch happen. It's all going to come to the surface. The Sun card is a good card, guys. I want you to know that. So maybe he's going to be able to put it together in that first quarter where he, is actually able to make some breakthroughs here and say, hey, we can see where the flow of things is going, and this is a good end. So July, August, September, again, we're looking at Trump. We're getting some progress with that Chariot card, moving forward to this compromise. Those 2 discs are compromise and strength. We can strengthen the world together. We can work together toward a better end. So we're going into 4th quarter, October, November, December. Knight of Discs, rewriting history. Discs. Not dicks. Dicks. Discs. Tentacles. NT. We get the 10 of Cups, happy ending, and the Magus. So I think that there's going to be, this Magus keeps coming up. I think the Magus is going to be very interesting, because I think we possibly get a truly third party that steps in. And I feel like this is an individual from the North. I know that sounds weird, someone from the North. Not aliens, nothing like that. Gregopedia and I had a conversation about no alien invasion, but possibly AI and robots. Greg had an interesting theory.
We're going to come to an end. We're going to do it ourselves.
Okay. All right. I was going to do a reading on it, but
I believe it's going to be either a religious or political dogma that's going to kill us all.
I believe the children are future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Was that Whitney Houston? Who sings that? What am I saying?
No, it's Michael Jackson.
No, I don't think so. I don't know. No, you just switched to another song. Look at us. Name that tune. Remember. Grumpy Sapper is moving his live to Friday nights. So I know. That's why I know. That's why I'm filtering everybody over there. So I think this Magus is going to be an individual that really is a third independent party. So it's not going to be like Elon Musk or something like that, but it's going to be a third independent party that is going to come in and really not have any vested interest in Ukraine or the power, differential, power balance moving. I think we're really going to see something interesting. And that's going to be a hard reach, because those Nordic countries have been touched a great deal by the Russian state. Let's put it that way. The Soviet state, the Russian state, the imperial state. So I think it's going to be very interesting to see who this impartial third party is. I don't think it's an Asian country. I feel like it's coming from a northern clime. So very interesting. I'm gonna have to look at that a little bit more closely. So what is Trump's yellow brick road here? What is his best bet with Zelensky and with Putin? What is his best yellow brick road? Change is gonna come. There it is. That smarty pants there. There's debauchery again. The tarot don't lie, guys. Like, we keep getting the same cards here, right? What's that? A lot of debauchery going on. We keep getting the same cards. It's the Death card, Ace of Swords, debauchery, which is the Seven of Cups, Chariot, and the Knight of Discs. We keep getting the same card. So this is moving into a better future, moving away from this through the great ideas, through change and inevitable change. And I think that that's one of the things that we forget sometimes as we travel through history, is that change is inevitable. Franz Ferdinand changed the whole face of Europe. He did, not the band, but changed his assassination, changed the whole face of Europe. So up top, yellow brick road, strife. And the Aeon, which is our judgment card, bringing us through the valley of the death. Trump wants to see world peace. I know there are people in certain quarters that think that he does not, but he wants to see world peace. He wants to see everyone calm the F down and just get back to business and get back to living and get back to doing all the right things. So I think that strife card is really about him being that ramrod right there. Car ramrod that calms everyone the F down. So Trump, what is your walking papers here? The walking papers are, you have to really hold that mirror up to everyone, not just Zelensky, not just Putin. You have to say, we are on the precipice of steady change that may not be for good, but we can use this conflict to create avenues for good and try and parcel out the pieces of the pie of Europe. There's no reason to get into World War III at this point. So that's how I see it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this reading. We are going to talk about Putin next. I want to look at his motivations. He's been real quiet for a while. You guys know I love my Putin readings. Somebody asked me to do a remote view on him. Not on your life. I will never remote view on Putin. Absolutely not.
I just hit a big target on your back.
Honestly, right on my forehead. I will not remote view on Putin because remote viewing is something that did come out of the Soviet Union. I do believe that they are still using remote viewers. I think that they have really kind of set the pace for it, and I'm not going to interfere with that at all. So call me what you will, but I will see you guys in the future. Let me know what you think down below. Bye for now.